this race with 170 laps to go. Since Ryan Newman pitted under that caution, Jeff Gordon is our leader over Rusty Wallace, Greg Biffle, and Jeremy Mayfield. Vickers and Johnson battle for 5th.
And right now, 30 laps past the halfway mark, we have 36 cars out on the racetrack. 32 of those cars are on the lead lap.
Kyle Petty got the free pass on that caution. Mike Wallace got it the caution before. Tony Stewart and Ryan Newman trying to come back up through after pit stops. 18th place here.
And there's just another example of the 12 car out front was the fastest car here. Now he's in a battle with Tony Stewart back there in about, what is that, Larry? 15th? 19th? 19th.
Of course, Ryan Newman in the 12 was the first car off pit road of the cars that pitted that time, fuel only.
Gordon, Wallace, Biffle, Chevy, Dodge, Ford in the front 3 spots.
Mayfield right there lurking in the behind them. Good run for that car. Mayfield's a lot better tonight than his teammate Casey King.
Turn 4. Who's around?
Robbie Gordon. 7.
Gets his laps back, 2 of them, and then has this happen.
Now he's still on the lead lap as he brings out the 13th caution of the night, 1 shy of the record.
And that could be a break for those 17 or 18 cars that pitted the last caution. This may force the hand of those guys that stayed out to possibly come to pit road for their pit stop this time.
Many cautions we're having, I think we'll be all right. Robbie just got back on the lead lap. He goes into turn 3 there. Was that Truex?
Yes, it was.
In the 1 car.
Yes.
Truex got the 41 car earlier. I'm not so sure if he got into 7. It almost looked like the 7 just kind of did a D-dido, but we'll have to get a better look at it. We don't want to put old Truex in jail till it's time.
The Coca-Cola 600 on Fox is brought to you by UPS. We're going to race the truck. People love the truck. UPS, the official delivery company of NASCAR, delivers a chance to win 4 tickets to next year's Daytona 500. Go to foxsports.com, keyword UPS. We've had 5 cautions in the last 30 laps. Let's take a look at how things have gone so far in this race with 166 laps to go. Jeff Gordon, it was 11 years ago today when he won his first Cup race here. He was leading, had some tire problems. There were problems on the track causing damage to his car. Repairs were made, and he's come back to lead. He's your current leader. Kurt Busch, last year's points champion. This was his 2nd wreck of the race. He was okay. His car was not. He is out of the race. Travis Waffle, the rookie, who led some 23 laps, having problems here, bringing out one of the many cautions we've had so far this evening. Chip Ganassi Racing, tough break. Mark Truex Jr. bumps Casey Mears, the 41. You're looking on board the Coors Light Dodge Sterling Marlin, part of that as well. A couple of Ganassi cars taken out. Sterling Marlin done for the night. When the smoke cleared, a few laps later, Jamie McMurray in the 42 car. Chip Ganassi, by the way, telling me on Fox Sports Radio this week that there will be changes with his drivers next year. He's just not sure who will be in and who will be out. And then moments ago, another caution.
Yeah, Robbie Gordon right there running back. Just gotten his lap back after being 2 laps down. He has a little problem right there in the middle of the corner. Gets his car around, touches the wall just a little bit, but he was able to stay on the lead lap. He's now made repairs and return to the racetrack.
And all of that has given us our 15th different leaders. Rusty Wallace leads Greg Biffle for the moment. From the Hollywood Hotel with Jeff Hammond, Chris Myers. Hope you're enjoying your holiday weekend as we are at the Coke 600. Well, what have you seen so far that would give you an indication of what we might see down the stretch?
Well, so far we've seen the fact that even though Jeff Gordon may have some damage to the front of that car, he's got a very fast race car. Also, the Rocket Man, Ryan Newman, seems like he's able to get his way back to the front whenever he wants to. So I think a battle starting to shape up between these two guys. Who's going to maybe win this race?
Jeff Gordon pitted while we were showing you the highlights moments ago. Let's get a check on that with Matt Yoakum.
Jeff Gordon and Brian Vickers gave up first and fifth to hit pit road. Now, Gordon said his car was too tight. He was concerned about getting a long run and paying the price. So they came in, made a chassis adjustment. The same thing for his teammate, Brian Vickers. He pitted as well. Chris?
All right, we'll take a look at Brian Vickers, also part of Hendrick Motorsports.
Yeah, the guys come right there and make 4 tire change on his number 25 car. He's had a strong race car also, so, you know, it's real interesting to watch how these Hendrick cars have been so dominant tonight.
All 5 of the Hendrick Motorsports motor cars have led tonight. Meanwhile, Chip Ganassi, it's been the opposite for the way his cars have gone as you look at an evening that he would like to forget, and of course active in the Indy 500 as well.
Yeah, he was up early today, and you can take a look real quick that Ryan Briscoe was the best finish into the Ganassi cars, and that was 10th place, but the other two, Scott Dixon, Darren Manny, didn't fare quite as well.
So a happier day for him at Indy than in Charlotte. Mike?
Thanks, Chris. The Speedway's Jerry Gappins has come up with a note about the problems in Turn 1 and Turn 3, and it is the liquid asphalt patch sealing material. About 150 feet of that was removed last night, replaced with a more durable epoxy type material, but some of that patch material still remains, that liquid asphalt, and that's what has caused the problems. Track President Wheeler indicating that this is not a result of the track grinding process, had nothing to do with it. It's the track crack filler that has been coming up and causing some of those problems this evening. Green flag to begin lap 237. 163 to go. Rusty Wallace out in front of Greg Biffle, Jeremy Mayfield, Jimmy Johnson, and Kyle Busch.
And as Chris and Jeff pointed out, we had Jeff Gordon and Brian Vickers make a pit stop that time, as well as Jeff Burton. Those guys now are back in 28th, 29th, and 30th, way back in the pack.
Now they're going to have to wait for things to cycle through and get back up front by virtue of other cars pitting, and they won't have to if we have early caution here. Another caution pretty soon.
We've had 15 different leaders, but only 5 drivers have led this race for 20.
Here we go, 42 off turn 4. Coming down through here.
Caution's out again.
Slide. Nice save for Jamie McMurray. He will likely not be penalized for going too fast down pit road because he hardly ever got to pit road.
Yeah, he was in the grass, and Chip Ganassi, look, he's going, he's even smiling now. It's like, this can't be. Alan Funt with candid camera is going to jump out any second.
Might as well laugh about it.
It's still fine, just loose.
Which what the problem is, it doesn't look too good.
Fine all my own. That's twice, 5 laps. I don't know, it just, yeah, I mean, I get back to the gas, it's real secure, and then it just instantly breaks loose.
I think if he could see that rear spoiler, he would understand why, Larry.
It's, you know, the goal is to keep that rear spoiler as high in the air as NASCAR will allow you, and it looks like possibly it's not quite there.
The left side of it's way down, looks like.
It's not very big to begin with.
Andy Graves, one of Chip's team's managers, to his left. Of all the records we didn't want to break tonight, the record for the most cautions tops the list. He's right at the back of this pack.
All by himself. All by myself.
Now, things are going pretty good here until he gets to the end of the little 8th mile. Right about here. Car takes a big jump and hopefully didn't do any damage underneath.
Now of our, I'm going to say 13, 14 cars that's out there that has not pitted since lap 201, which was about 40 laps ago, which would be like Rusty Wallace, Greg Biffle, Jeremy Mayfield. I just wonder now, are they going to be forced to come to pit road, even though we've ran all these laps? A lot of them, they've been cautioned. Looks like most of them are staying out.
Well, Larry, again, I hate to keep saying this, but they don't want to get back here in all that traffic. It just doesn't seem to be working out too good. Up front's the place to be.
In the middle of an eye of a storm never really works out good.
Woo, it's a whirlwind.
Twisters.